Hello everyone, we have a quick video update for you. Why I went with that direction, but that's what I did. I got Rebecca here. We are changing a slight bit of the way we do lobby host cleaning because of a recommendation from Bethany. Thank you, Bethany. This is to help us clean the rooms more frequently and better. So, walk us quickly through that checklist of what we're doing now.
Yeah, so the goal of this is twofold. One is to pay attention to all the areas of the buildings that get neglected through the closing checklist.
Which happens.
And yes, and two, it's just to set it up in an easy, everyday checklist. So here we have our opening checklist. You may not be able to see this, but that's okay. These bars right here are just the place for you to initial when the job is done, and that's just for accountability. So this opening checklist should be everything you're familiar with. And then on Monday, the goal is just to recover after the weekend. So it's just a lot of restocking things, washing the blindfolds, that kind of thing.
This is in the buildings generally or in specific rooms?
In the buildings generally.
Okay.
Yes. So that is Monday. It looks longer than it actually is, but I promise it will not take you that long. Then on Tuesday, the goal is just to give attention to the lobby building, specifically the game master room, doing a deeper clean of the lobby itself, that kind of thing. Then you see we have this section over here where we have each of the game rooms. So the goal here is just to give attention to one game room each day. So it'll take us 2 weeks to get through all 8 game rooms. But you see on the first and third Tuesday, you're gonna clean K1, and on the second and fourth Tuesday, you're gonna clean Mystery Mansion.
So if I'm a lobby host, I can look at the day and I can see what I need to clean. And that's gonna typically help us get through. Every other week we'll deep clean each room.
Right.
We'll see if that's frequent enough, but we're gonna start with that and go from there.
Yes. So obviously, I've been testing this out myself. I'm working through kinks, but I'm sure there will be more kinks to work through as we implement this. So just let us know what problems you're having, and we will tweak any of that. The only other thing I'll show you is that the closing checklist also looks longer, but we just divided it up into each building. So this way, if you have anybody helping you with it, they're initialing what they did, and this is just a better way to make sure that everything gets done in both buildings. So that should be everything.
Yes. Secret Lane, who's behind the camera, what questions do you think people might have?
So, Rebecca and Jeremy, what would happen if I somehow had a really busy day and couldn't get any of the checklists done?
What do you think, Rebecca?
Sure. That is bound to happen. We want the customers always come first. So if that means that you don't get to everything on the checklist, then that's okay. If you ever have a game that cancels and a game master is looking for something to do, you could always show them what you have left in your checklist. That's okay. You can, once the PM lobby host comes in, show them what's left in your checklist. They can attend to the rest of it. So it's not going to be the end of the world if you don't get to everything. We just want to see that you're utilizing your time as a lobby host well, and so that if you have downtime, these are the things you're focusing on.
And if you don't get something done, just communicate that so that we know that it didn't get done, and then we can work from there. That helps a lot too.
Yeah.
What else, Lane?
Rebecca and Jeremy, what happens if I walk in a room that's not on today's checklist and I see that it needs to be cleaned?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great question too.
Really
Definitely want you to give attention where it needs attention. So, I mean, if you need to switch it, just make a note. Hey, normally this day is supposed to be kidnapping, but I cleaned Mystery Mansion today. If you have time to get to both of them, that's great. But if not, you can just check off whatever you actually did, and that's great too. We obviously want attention to be given where it's needed. This is just a framework. This is not a black and white letter of the law guide.
True.
Yeah.
Anything else, Lane? That's it. Main thing is, we're going to try to keep things more cleanly. We are going to put systems in place, and sometimes those things won't work, but we're going to figure out how to continually make them better over time. Thank you for everything. Goodbye.